Hello folks, my name is Mel and I own a 1992 John Deere paperweight that until recently was a pretty nice example of a 332 garden tractor. I've been having some trouble with it, so I'm making a video, see if you guys can help me troubleshoot it, figure out what's wrong. Try to get my camera set up here, focus on the area. What I'd like to do is run through a few things like I've been doing. Maybe you guys can see something I haven't been seeing, tell me what's wrong with this thing. Bleed the fuel system, or we're going to check the fuel flow by loosening the bleeder and see what it does. We'll check the operation of the fuel shutoff and solenoid, and we'll check the throttle movement here. So, and then we'll move the camera and pull the glow plugs, check those, and then put it all back together and see if it starts. The fuel solenoid, or the shutoff solenoid, right away, I think you can see, pulls off, pulls up, it's pulled all the way up. The fuel throttle selector, the throttle lever is moving the lever like it should. Now the fuel pump is running. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's running. So I'm going to loosen this. See if we can get fuel flow. And we get tons of fuel flow, plenty enough to run this little piece. So I'll tighten that back up. I've bled this system 4 or 5 times trying to get it to work. So I'll shut the power off and let me move the camera. It's going to jump around a little bit, I guess. I don't know how to edit videos, so you're just going to have to deal with it for a second. Hope you don't mind while I set this thing up. Lord knows what kind of mess you're seeing in here. And that's the top of the motor. See if I can get in closer. Zoom out just a hair. And that's the top of the motor. I'm going to be on the other side of it. So first thing we'll do is take the wiring off the glow plugs. You don't have to take the little wiring harness that connects the glow plugs. You don't have to take the nuts completely off. It's like a split harness, so that comes right off. Glow plugs are down behind the valve cover a little bit, but they come right out with a deep socket. There's one. Two. And 3. So I'm going to put these together just enough. Well, let's just check them one at a time. Might be easier if we do that. I'm just going to connect the hot wire to it and find the ground somewhere. Switch on, and you can see in a few seconds it starts to glow up nice. I'll lay that over here because it's hot now. check another one. You can see it takes about 6 or 7 seconds to get good and hot. Check the third one. Same result, I hope you can see that. Okay, so then before we put them back in, what I've been doing, if I can get this nut out of here, is I've been spinning the engine over without the glow plugs in it. Lets me spin it nice and fast, and gives me an idea if there's fuel coming, getting in the cylinder. So I'm going to go ahead and spin this thing and see what it does. And that's a problem. Hopefully you can see that there is fuel coming out of the glow plug holes. For some reason it seems like when I first start turning it over there's not very much, and then it gets better. I'm not sure why that, unless the system is somehow backflowing, the fuel is somehow flowing back out of the injectors or something. I'm not sure what it is. It doesn't much matter because everything I've done, it hasn't helped very much. So we'll put the glow plugs back in it. And I've tested the glow plugs with all 3 of them wired together as well, and there's no issue with them. Put the harness back on. You have to be kind of careful. You don't tighten these down too tight, or you spread the connectors, and you have to get in there and bend them back. Put the glow plug wire back on. Nut. You can see I've got the air cleaner off. I've been keeping the inlet covered, but I've just left it off because I was constantly taking it off, putting it back on for this. Tighten this whole thing back down. I'll back this camera away a little bit so you can see the exhaust. Because the exhaust is fairly telling, I think. And we'll see what it does. And it won't turn long before the battery goes down, I'll tell you that. Heat the glow plugs. And that's what you get. And that's what I've been dealing with for about a week. Just about every night trying to get this thing to bust off. So if you got any ideas, I'm all ears.